Scott and Jean. For anybody that's new to the channel, it's always fuck Scott Summers here. Fuck Cyclops.
Damn.
But I don't know why I hate this so much. Their whole dynamic. Part of me is like, because it's sort of those same issues we talked about earlier, where because the characters have been around for so long, you've moved through almost every possible facet that you can see from them. So you kind of revert to making them this tortured couple so you can draw people in because they want to see them together so bad.
Yeah.
But I'm just like,
you can also choose sides with it too.
Yeah, plus I'm just like, this man Scott has put her through literal hell, where okay, you're having affairs on her in the Mindscape with Emma Frost, you're with Madelyne now, so like you're having a whole other child and you're leaving that child to go back to Jean, looking at fucking at Psylocke and bathing suits and shit while Jean's around. First, you just cheat on this girl all the time, either physically or mentally, or you're legit leaving the children you already have to go be with. It's like this thing where they're just doing this toxic shit back and forth, and at that point we're not even accounting for the Wolverin dynamic where Logan comes in and he'll cuck Scott sometimes for whatever reason. Or I think they've even alluded to like certain books of like them being in like a polyamorous couple at one point, potentially. I think I can't remember what book it was, but there's a moment where like they were drinking, or him and Logan and Scott were drinking or something like that, and they had to look at each other kind of like with a quick glance of like longing or whatever, maybe we know that a lot of writers have like written X-Men as being real like open and fluid with their sexuality and stuff like that, where they just, I can't remember if it was, I know it was in maybe a Black Panther book where like he had a vision of like Storm and all the X-Men being this like fat ass orgy in Wakanda or something like that.
Yeah, that's the image of Emma Frost and Black Panther. Nasty.
I was like, yeah, bro, this is, I understand the idea what you're going for with the X-Men and how they're open and fluid, but I'm like,
that's what Black Panther was thinking, by the way. That's in his mind when he thought the X-Men were.
All these people in this house that are for the most part passing around each other. It's almost like at high school in a small town growing up where like everybody has dated each other because you're in this small little group of people in a small pool. So like Gambit has dated another X-Men at one point. Rogue has been through the gauntlets. Jean's been through the gauntlets. Scott for sure he running through them between like Psylocke, Jean, Emma.
I mean, it wasn't his part in the first part. Like she kind of died and he had to like move on, but then she came back, and then it just tumbled after that. Like he started to just,
that's always been my catalyst for why I've hated this man though, is that particular moment of, in the comic it was a lot more drastic and looked a lot more fucked up, where he's in, I don't know if it's Antarctica, he's somewhere in this frozen tundra with Madelyne and Nathan, like living their best family life. They're retired. He gets that one phone call like, hey, yo Scott, your girl here. I'm like, what you talking about? My girl over here with me. No, gang. Yo girl is back. Jean? Really? Hangs up the phone, and before she even realizes what's going on, he leaves his wife and his newborn child to go back to Jean. I'm like, gang, what are you doing?